Okay. Last night, I fell. Yeah. I'm trying to close the door and I'm stepping sideways, like this, because I'm trying to shut the door, keep Toto in, and keep these two out. And I slipped. I put my foot right here, and I just leaned on it like that. And I mean, I fell right here. And I mean, it all happened in slow motion. I saw it, could not do anything about it. And I understand how these old people fall now because I fell. Anyway, I fell and landed on my right hip, and then my elbow and my shoulder, and I couldn't get up. Weird. I mean, just weird. I just ugh. And then I look, and Clarence is coming over, and Sissy's coming over, and I had to roll over on my left side, like I used to do when I had a waterbed. Boy, that was a pain in the butt. But anyway, it's because of a knee injury that happened in 1987 that got worse in 2010. And it's all because of these, but I still love them. You know what I mean? Back in 1987, Pensacola, and I was in a race, and I went over the finish line double jump, and it landed short, cased it. That means that part hits the top of the jump, and I went ooh, over the handlebars and hyperextended my right knee. And I've had trouble with my right knee ever since. And I kind of got used to it, And but then in 2010, I got back into dirt bikes, and in a big way. And I ended up having 24 dirt bikes and a four-wheeler. And me and a buddy went around the country racing these ARMA races, and I just noticed something. My air cleaner's about coming off. I'm gonna have to fix that. But we went around the country and did these ARMA races, with a bunch of other old farts, And my knee started getting like swelling up like a basketball, And going to the VA, they kept blowing me off. They told me they took an X-ray and they said I had arthritis, and I'm like, well, why don't I have arthritis in both knees, And I told them the story, and the thing about the VA, they never look at you. They're typing on their computer. Well, here's the thing. I mean, I changed a long time ago. I don't lose my temper, but honest to God, this guy, probably a good doctor. I wouldn't know because they never lay a hand on me. They never put a stethoscope on you. And but anyway, I said something real ugly to him. And I halfway expected the security guard to come arrest me. Well, what happened was the guy turned in his seat and looked right at me. He goes, "Oh my God, we got to get you an MRI." So 2 weeks later, I was in Salisbury at the hospital, and I was having my very first MRI. And a little while after that, they told me I had a torn meniscus, and they didn't schedule me anything. They said they were going to try to fit me in, blah, blah, blah. Well, that was several years ago, and I still have it. And, I don't know if I want them cutting on my knee anyway. But anyway, what happened last night, my knee just gave away, and it's happened a couple of times, It's just like the original accident. Well, not the original, not that one. But 2 years later, 2 years later, I had another accident down there in Florida. I hit a friend of mine in the air over a double jump. I was going one way and he was going the other. And yeah, I know, it seems like everything. Whoa. See what happens? She pesters the piss out of him, and he lets out that growl like, "Get away from me." But then when she gets out of his sight, he's whining. Anyway, he scares the pee out of me when he does that. I know he's not going to do nothing, but he's just a big old dog. And he lets it out, lets it go. Anyway, let's see, where was I? Oh, talking about the accident. Well, I've had a lot of accidents. It's funny. Whenever you have to list the surgeries you have, like you go to a new doctor or something like that, and they say, well, list your surgeries and your allergies and blah, 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 blah. Well, I have to ask them, how far do you want me to go back? Because I'm going to need another piece of paper. But anyway, So y'all got to hear, you didn't see it really, you got to hear firsthand Clarence getting all over her. He can be scary when he wants to. He's not. He's like me. He's a big old, he's a gentle giant, but he can roar when he wants to, can't you, buddy? Anyway, look here. Sissy's out last night. She comes home with the treasures. I guess she thinks I love it. There's a ball and looks like a milk container. It's never ending. It's never ending. She's a little thief or something. Are you a thief? Huh? Are you a thief? Anyway, I think I'm going to call this I've fallen and I can't get up, because that's exactly what happened. Yeah, didn't it? That's what happened.